Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another requested video, and this video will tell you all the potential mistakes that you might be making that are hindering your growth, that are stopping you from growing your blog. So recently I have received a lot of questions from you guys that we are doing everything that we should do, or at least you think that you're doing everything you should do, but you're not growing. Your blog is not growing. Your traffic is stuck. You're getting 5 to 10 page views and there's no growth at all. So this video will share everything, or at least most of it, that I believe would be going wrong with your strategy, so that you can fix those mistakes and get back on track with your blog's growth. So before I get into the video, if we have not subscribe to my channel, make sure you do that now, and let's get into the video. The very first mistake which I made when I started my website 3 years ago, but I did not take my blog seriously until this year of January. So the very first mistake that you might be doing is you have not connected your website with your tools that will take you forward. And while there are a list of tools that obviously you need to grow as a blogger, we are talking about the foundational tools in this video. So the very first tool is Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a product by Google where when you attach your website, when you sign in on Google Analytics with your website, when you register your website on Google Analytics, it gets connected and it keeps track of every single page view that you are getting. All the people that are coming on your blog, what are they viewing, what page of your website is getting the most traffic, and everything. Basically, any and all the kind of engagement that is happening on your website, Google Analytics track all of it. I am guilty of doing that. I am guilty of doing it too. Why? Because like I have said this in my previous videos as well, for the first 3 years, I was not much serious about my blog because I was more focused on building my freelance writing business. But 2023 is the year when I got serious for all of it, and last year in 2022, this was the one thing that I had no idea that this even exists. There's something called Google Analytics and you read it for yourself. So if you are like me, or if you are committing the same mistake, then here's the first thing that you have to fix for your website. Connect your website with Google Analytics. It's very simple. It doesn't have any technical aspects to it. All you have to do is go to Google, search for Google Analytics, and register your website and connect with it. It's a very simple process. But if you still get any kind of issues, or if you would want to win there, then you can just comment below this video or reach out to me on my LinkedIn or Instagram. Now, the second mistake, which is essentially the continuation of the first one, connecting to another tool which is called Google Search Console. Now, how is Search Console different from Analytics? So, Google Analytics keeps track of every single page view that you are getting, but Google Search Console keeps track of the organic traffic that you are getting. All the traffic that you are getting from people who are searching those terms, and when your blog pops up into that list, into those first or second or third pages of it. So again, very simple process, nothing too technical there. All you have to do is search for Google Search Console and register your website. And it just takes a very few minutes for you to set it up. So make sure that you fix the second mistake if you have not done this yet. Connect your website, connect your blog with Google Search Console. Now, the third mistake, which is because if you have not set your Google Analytics and Google Search Console, and if you're like me, if you're committing the same mistakes I've made, then I think that you would also be missing out on this mistake, which is Google indexing. So how this works is, for getting your blogs indexed, it is necessary for you to have Google Search Console. Okay, so once you fix your second mistake, the third thing you have to do is you have to set up your blog for Google indexing. Now, how do you do that? When you go to Google Search Console, it has a search bar, right? So all you have to do is type indexing, and you will get all the formalities that are supposed to be done. Now, either you can manually get your blogs indexed, like for example, let's say you posted a blog today. Now what you would do is you would click on that blog's link and you would copy paste it to your search console and you will request it for indexing, and Google will index that blog for within 24 hours. Why is indexing necessary? How indexing works is, this is Google's way of saying that, okay, we have recognized your blog, we have acknowledged your blog, we know that it exists on the web, and if your blog has all the right content, it has the type of content that our users could want, then we would prioritize your content and it will show up on the search page ranking. So if you have not done that yet, make sure that you get Google indexing done on your blog. This is a little technical because if you want to do it one by one, like we post the blog and then you get it done, then it's easy. But if you want to have it set up once and for all, then I would say that you take help of a professional, somebody who is well versed with the platform that you're using. For example, my blog is on WordPress, so I always take recommendations from my web developer before I do anything on my blog. So make sure, if you have no knowledge of WordPress management, make sure that you ask a person who is well versed with WordPress. And if you would want me to share to my web developers content details with you, then I will mention their website in the description. You can just contact them directly and we can take their help for the WordPress management file. Okay. Now, the fourth thing. Okay, so all the mistakes that I have shared before, while you fix all of these mistakes, as you go ahead, you will find that all of these mistakes are interrelated. Okay. Google Analytics will help you with the overall traffic, so wherever it is coming, whether it's social media, whether it's from your, the links that you are sharing on WhatsApp, the links that you're sharing on your Instagram stories, YouTube, like wherever it is. Google Analytics will track all of it. Every single sign, every single way through which your blog is getting that traffic. And Google Search Console only focuses on the organic traffic, which happens through SEO implementation. Google indexing, part of Search Console, and it helps to get your blogs indexed on Google so that they can appear on the search results. Now, the fourth point is Google Ads. If you have around 10 to 20 blogs on your website, and if you are working on some neutral niches, when I say neutral, I mean they are not against Google's policies. So make sure that you have a blog in a niche which does not go against Google's policies. So some of those examples would be, some kind of adult content or trading or all of those illegal websites. Google does not accept that for Google AdSense. Okay, so if your website is more on the policy-friendly content, then make sure that you apply for Google Ads sooner enough. Why? Because if you've been around, if you have seen my content on Instagram, LinkedIn, on here as well, you would know that I got rejected on my first application for Google AdSense. So while it is very easy to get into it, the policies are strict, and if your blog goes against it, Google will not accept you. I got accepted into Google AdSense on my second trial, and that was my cue to take my blog seriously, which has led me here today. But if you want to get into Google AdSense, then make sure that you apply to it after 10 to 20 blogs, because those are enough. And also it is important that you continue posting on your blog. And now I know a lot of people would want to know why I got rejected. So I got rejected because posting more on, I was posting more of mental health content when I do not have any formal certification to do that. So this is why my blog got rejected. And how did I know that? I got in touch with their customer team, which is there on the Access, the health center of Access. So I got to know it from there, and which is why I went back, fixed all of my content problems, and applied again after 6 to 8 months, and then I got accepted. So make sure that once you have 10 to 20 blogs on your website, go to Google AdSense, read their policies, what are their do's and don'ts, and then make sure that you apply for it as early as possible, because even if you get rejected, then it's better to get rejected earlier instead of having a blog with so much traffic and then getting rejected, because that would really suck. I mean, I know that, but because I got rejected early enough when I did not have any traffic, so it did not really affect my blog's growth. But yes, make sure that you apply to Google AdSense early enough. So this was your fourth mistake, or this might be the fourth mistake that you would be making. Now, the fifth and the last mistake is you are not implementing SEO on your blogs. So a lot of people think that writing their blogs and just posting it is enough, which is what I also did earlier when I began with writing on my website in 2020. I was writing as if my blog is my diary entry. No SEO implementation. I was not following along any of the SEO tactics that I follow today. I was not implementing anything that requires to be done and that I do today for my blog. And the result is that as of this video, as of recording this video, my blog has easily crossed 3,000 page views per month. So it is all because now I know that I'm doing things right and I am headed in the right direction. So if you are not implementing SEO at all, then none of the above mistakes that I shared with you, none of it matter. Because yes, write blogs, make it as easy for people to read, make it easy for people to understand what you're saying, write in an informal way. All of that is fine, but make sure that you implement SEO on your blogs, because without SEO, your blogs will just be lost in the millions of blogs that are already there. So if you want your blogs to rank, if you want your blogs to get organic traffic through SEO from Google, then it is important that you implement all the SEO tactics. So these were the 5 mistakes: not setting up Google Analytics, not setting up Google Search Console, not setting up Google indexing, not applying for Google Ads early enough, and not implementing SEO. All of these are the mistakes that I made in my early days, and I think if you are new to blogging, or if you just want to have a blog, and if you are thinking of it at all, then you might skip these things. Therefore, I decided to have a separate video so that anybody who is willing to start a blog, who wants to get into this field, and does not make the mistakes I made and does not waste so much time like I did figuring all of this out. So that was it for this video. I hope you guys learned something new. I hope you all had some mind-blowing moments in this video, because back when I was doing all of it, it felt like a revelation when I discovered that all of this needs to be done if you want to monetize your blog and be long run. So I don't want you to go to the same mistakes that I did. So make sure that you do all of these things right, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye.